everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. We've got a matchup where time of possession will be a focus. The Cowboys are top 10 in rushing yards, and they're going up against the Seahawks team that will need to keep the running game in check. For the call, let's send you out to the broadcast booth, where we'll join our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
We are sandwiched between Fort Worth and Dallas, Texas, and Arlington at the luxurious AT&T Stadium. Today we hit Week 10, and we've got a good one in store between the Seattle Seahawks and the Dallas Cowboys. Hello again, everyone. I'm Brandon Godden, joined as always by Charles Davis. They've been playing their best football of the year, winners of 4 in a row. Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Seahawks, they come in feeling good after back-to-back victories. Dan Bailey now to put the ball in the air, and this one is underway here on EA Sports. Fielded about a yard deep. And look at this. Right away, a loose football. And it looked like he was able to get it back. So a big sigh of relief there, as that would have been a disastrous way to start this ball game. They go play action here on first down. Well, the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Give him 18 on that one. And the Seahawks are going to have a first down.
One of the feature points of the in route is being able to make a nice throw to the middle part of the field. And for a quarterback, that's one of the better throws and better looks that he'll get. But he has to be careful not to wait too long and let his receiver wander into some tough territory. If he's late with the ball, he can get his receiver hit and hit hard.
First carry for Thomas Rawls. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. The starters for the Seahawks of Seattle on the offensive side. Charles, they could use a big game from Thomas Rawls.
And they really loved what they got out of him last year, because an undrafted player is not supposed to give you nearly 6 yards a carry in production. And that's exactly what he did. They need a big game out of him, and they expect it.
On second down, Wilson to the sideline, and oh, a nice catch there. Made sure the feet were inbounds, and they were. Defense looking to hold serve one last time here on 3rd and 7. On third down, Wilson. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. 8 yards there on a first down.
The goal of every offense is to move the chains, pick up first downs. A nice job finding an open receiver for a completion.
So the offense has it 1st and 10. On first down, Wilson out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. A gain of 4 on the play, and it's a 2nd down. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved, just as you said. They want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
Going right side here, and that's complete. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Their big tight end, his second touchdown on the season. And the Seahawks have taken a first-quarter lead.
Could not have scripted it any better. And many offenses do script their opening possession on offense. They followed that one perfectly. Took the ball right downfield and scored, giving energy not just to the offensive unit, but to their team overall.
Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Here's the option going right. And now he'll tuck it and run. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. A gain of 3, second down.
Typically on the read option play, when we talk about responsibilities, we're talking about what the quarterback has to go through. How about the inside linebacker, though? His job on this play, shadow the quarterback and hold him to a short gain. Did it to perfection.
Now Prescott. And he slings one that's incomplete. Lance Dunbar is running back the intended target, and it'll bring up third down. And the offense looking to pick up the first down after the second down incompletion.
And the Seahawks add a couple of extra DBs going with the dime look here.
Indeed, 6 on the field. Here's Prescott. And that's caught by Beasley. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. So he makes the grab and the chains move forward.
Nice job by the offensive line giving them time to complete that first down pass.
Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down.
Let's go. Brand 38. Brand 38.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. So a second down incompletion now brings up third down.
Here we go. Brand 38. Ohio.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to come back onto the field. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. So they complete the pass, and now they face a second down. On second down, here's Wilson. Complete outright to Kurtz. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Jermaine Kearse, 76 yards. And the Seahawks get the quick strike touchdown. Great corner route there. Not only able to catch it, turn it upfield, and get into the end zone.
It usually involves a little bit of an extra move, doesn't it? You've got to get them thinking that you're moving to the middle of the field and you're breaking away to that corner. Boy, that was well executed.
Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. Now it's Lucky Whitehead on the return. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Cowboys offense heading back out and ready to go again. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him. All right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
They'll come out in the pistol.
Let's go!
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. He's going to air one out, and that one was nearly picked. Not sure he was accounting for the free safety. That brings up third down.
Well, partner, I guess that answers the question about whether they're going to sit on it or not.
It does. Now we'll see if they try that again.
Yeah, I think what we find on plays like that, when you take that shot, if you're unsuccessful, then you go way more conservative to finish the half, you know? I think that's the way they'll go.
They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll bring up fourth down. Out now comes the Cowboys punter, as he'll kick it away for the second time. Oh, the Seahawks come after it, and they block it. So much for pinning him really deep. Short punt could have pinned him inside the 10. Now great field position the other way.
It's never good when you're punting the ball and your eyes see the ball go back behind you.
No.
In however form, whether it's over your head or to the side, never good. Now it becomes a race to get to the football so they don't pick it up and take it all the way.
Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble.
Plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back, because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Wilson, nowhere to go here. He lost the football. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
Third and long. It's Wilson. He's got time. Great protection. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up fourth.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. The offense got the ball in a good spot, but they went nowhere. They settled for 3.
Brandon, I think it's safe to say that was a major disappointment. Had a great opportunity, excellent field position, and did not be able to move the ball at all. Big-time letdown.
And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. So out come the Cowboys now as their offense gets set to take over. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They You've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a first down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3-and-out on the last possession, that told you just how stalled they are on offense.
So who will step up here? We'll see.
Let's go. 190. 190. Mike 5-4. Mike 5-4. Mike 5-4. Here we go. 190.
Again, we'll see the pistol here. Now Prescott. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
Here's Prescott. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Now that's the type of play that'll fire up a defense. Hold them to 1 yard on a first down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all, or if they'll abandon it now after gaining only 1 on that play.
They're going to look to throw. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down. Bryant, the lone receiver, left.
Here we go.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
When you're in man coverage and a receiver runs a slant route, every bit of you gets tested. What's going on in your head, your ability to react, your agility and footwork, because it's so fast. They're just trying to get the ball out of the hands of the quarterback into the receiver as fast as possible. Plus, you ordinarily have to go through the body of the receiver in order to make a play on the ball. Give a lot of credit there to the defender. He was able to get it done.
Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that. And they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. On 2nd down, Rawls trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up. Well, that was better than the first go-around when he lost yardage, but still nothing there, and that sets up a 3rd and long. Tough spot here.
Put it mildly. Sometimes I wonder if some of that old-school football should come back into play. You know what I would think here? Quick kick. Try and change field position, help out your team.
And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. He'll wind up getting 11 on that one, and it'll be 4th down. So on 4th down, as seen on TV, here's their resident strongman, John Ryan, on to punt. Lucky Whitehead back deep for Dallas. Alongside my broadcast partner, Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin hits the Seahawks with a football to begin quarter number 2. They are, however, facing a 4th down situation. Call that an even 50 yards on the punt. with 7 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The offense for the Cowboys now working their way back onto the field. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to...
Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Cliff Averill in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. Defensive end gets in there that time. They were in a 4-3. What's the responsibility of the ends versus the tackles there, Charles?
Well, most of the time when you talk about the ends, they're your pass rushers. They're the guys that you turn loose to try and get to the guy who's going to throw the football.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowl safety Cam Chancellor. And he'll take this down inside the 15-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
Here come the Seahawks now, set to take over on offense. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
Then they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked so well.
Go to something else.
And maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Thomas Rawls, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks add on to their lead. And certainly some credit there for that touchdown goes to the offensive line.
They never get the credit they deserve in the stat sheet, but they are the reason that they got the points. Excellent job up front, clearing the way for the score.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. And now here come the Cowboys. Bryant, the lone receiver, left. They go back to the air here after the INT. He's going to loft one. He's got a man. Complete. Touchdown, Cowboys. Dez Bryant, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys cut into that lead. And that was just a fly route. There was no stop. He just went.
Yeah, and it was beautiful to watch because you have to set it up as you go along. Everyone knows he's fast, so you play him for that. That's the #1 thing you want to take away. But as you go through a game, sometimes you vary the speed in which you come off the line of scrimmage and maybe start a little bit slower, get him to stop his feet a little bit as a defensive back, and then explode and go, as we saw there.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And with the new rule, that decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he only gets to the 20. Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
Holding offense.
So the defense has put them in a tough spot. It's 2nd and long. One receiver left, 2 to the right. Throwing is Wilson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. The intended target, Doug Baldwin. Third down here.
It's not just the offensive linemen and the guys charged with protecting him that take it personally. When the franchise quarterback is dropped on the ground, it runs through the whole organization from the owner all the way down.
It's like every single time he goes down, everyone holds their breath.
Not only do they hold their breath, but they feel the hit as well. They're just trying to think of ways for it not to happen again.
Here's Wilson. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
That's certainly playing down and distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
Pulled in at the 24. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. Maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was fairly easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. Play action. They'll throw. Rolling to his right. And Beasley with it over the middle. Touchdown, Cowboys. Cole Beasley, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Cowboys are able to show off their quick strike ability.
I know these wide receivers are about flash and dash and high-flying plays, but a good number of them played running back at some point in their career, and that's how they finish off a lot of their big plays, run after the catch.
And this time he finishes off the big play in the end zone. Now Bailey to tack on the extra point. It's up and good, so they claw back into it, 24-14 now. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And the Seahawks get ready to trot out on the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
Brandon, that play ended so fast, it's almost as if the quarterback handed it to the runner, and the tackler was there right away for a loss of yardage.
On 2nd down, Wilson drops it underneath for Rawls. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. 5 yards on the pickup, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down. Completed pass on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down as the defense looks for the stop. On 3rd down, Wilson. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Give him 2 yards on that play, and that's going to make it 4th down.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. This is taken at the 18. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the offense will come back onto the field with a 1st and 10. Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. And they're going to need another score. Got one last time, but still down here.
When you're playing catch-up, every possession becomes crucial, doesn't it? It's vital. Get back out on the field, punch in the end zone again. They know it's not easy, but what they do have going for them, they did score the last time. They think they've got a good formula working.
And what about the defense?
Well, now you're just saying to yourself, okay, we gave up a score last time. What adjustments do we need to make to slow them down now and get the ball back for our own offense? Is it more pressure? Is it more zone? What do they have to do? They're trying to figure that out themselves.
We'll see if they can figure that out right here. And this is going to be incomplete.
The defensive coordinator came into this game with a plan to get to the quarterback with whatever type of pressure is necessary. It's working to perfection for him today.
Another pistol look here. Now Prescott. He's got his man on the crossing route. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes. That was a really nice play, be able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain. They come up in an offset eye. Here's Elliott. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. 1 yard, the official pickup there, so it's going to set up 3rd and 9.
A nickel look by Seattle on 3rd down.
Yep, 5 defensive backs now. Here's Prescott. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
No gain on the play there. It'll be 2nd down.
And while there was no gain on that run, we do know coaches whose identity is rooted in taking it almost to the limit and then changing things up on you down the stretch. I think we're getting really close to that point in time, though, where the identity may have to go out the window, and they've got to go a little bit faster in order to try and win the game.
On the left side, he finds Beasley. 1:58 to go in this first half of play. We're back to Arlington right after this timeout. A reminder coming up here at halftime. We'll ship you off to Orlando. Larry Ridley will have first half highlights and analysis.
LR, plenty to show in this one.
Going to be a busy man at intermission. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
I always appreciate runners who understand situations. That was just 3rd and inches. No reason to dance around in the backfield and try and break off a bigger play. Just go pick up the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
Back to throw here. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Everything about that play tells you about today's NFL offenses and what they're asking out of running backs. You can't just be a guy who can run the football. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't get that done on that play.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. They'll get nothing out of that one, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down.
So many screen passes are the result of excellent acting by everyone. But sometimes the guy who's getting the ball tips the play off. You know, the running back, because he's eager to get the pass, and sometimes he doesn't act very well about whether he's going to block or leak out or whatever. And I think that they saw that, and that's why they're able to get to him on it.
Let's go.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number one.
Let's go ahead and try and get into the body and the mind of the linebackers. Yeah, I know they're bigger and stronger than I ever was, but in this situation, they understood what was going on as much as the offensive guys. Because the offensive guys are always taught, find the first down sticks and make the play. Well, on defense, what do you want to do? Guard the first down line. Make sure they don't get there and tackle them in front. They were able to drop in their zone coverage, figure out where the first down line was, and end up making the play, swatting it away so they couldn't get the completion.
The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. On first down, Wilson. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Jermaine Kearse, and that'll bring up second down. So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. Second down and 10. They come up in an offset eye. Second and 10 now, Wilson. And is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off by Orlando Scandrick. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
Naturally, we're going to say it was a poor pass, but the defensive guys say it was just a great play by them. They broke on the football, picked it off, and gave some momentum to their team.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He hits Beasley right side. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. 3 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Now Prescott. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he's brought down. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Offense still needing 10 yards. Second down. On play action, they'll throw. Wide open receiver, complete. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And the next snap coming inside the red zone here.
Come on, let's go! Flex round!
Here's Prescott. He's got that. No escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. One man in the backfield, Elliott. He'll look to throw. This will be caught at about the 3. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. That one good for 12 yards. And that'll make it 3rd and goal. So we reach halftime here. And never mind, Larry, forget your halftime report. Apparently, we are set for the 3rd quarter of action already. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
The Eagles lock in the back. Return team. Automatic first down.
Carry now for Elliott. And not much there at all. He's up only to about the 16-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
When the 4-3 defense is functioning really well, you know who stays what we call clean and no one gets to him? The guy playing the middle linebacker position, the guy we call Mike. That means the defensive front is eating up all the blocks and just let him go to the football and make a play.
And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. They'll give him a yard on the play, and that's going to lead to a third down.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot, because we saw the catch there, right? He made it, but he's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put
Yeah,
there.
didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back. And on 3rd and 8, defensively, they're going to beef up the secondary. 6 defensive backs. And that's caught by Beasley. That one goes for 24 yards. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. And the evidence shows last week's game, it's really leaked into a second game now, Charles. What do you think of this?
And it's a surprise, isn't it? Because when we spent time watching them practice, talking with the coaches, they felt like a bounce back was going to happen this week. They were very confident in the game plan, thought the defenses they would see would present great opportunities for big-time runs. We're not getting that so far. I don't know if this is a game plan or if they're just being overwhelmed by the defense they're facing.
So here we go now. An extra defensive back in there on 3rd and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Trying here for Bryant, and it's intercepted. The former Longhorn back home, Earl Thomas. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. Earl Thomas, a defensive guy that can make things happen.
Arguably the best center fielder in the game today. He patrols the middle of the field with speed and with fury.
After the interception, here's Wilson. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, 3rd quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
Calling about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up.
We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. 1st level defensive line, 2nd level linebackers, 3rd level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a 1st level run, and it was stopped by a 2nd level player.
On 3rd down, Wilson finding time. And that is incomplete. And that was incomplete, but I don't know how much of that falls on the quarterback. He was pressured.
Brandon, the rush showed up so fast, the quarterback had no chance to get the ball downfield.
Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. He's going to field this at the 4. It's a 47-yard punt, but they did give up 10 on the return. And the Cowboys will be backed up to start the drive. They'll have it 1st and 10. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Bryant, the lone receiver, left. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and it'll bring up a 2nd down.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes it's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He's going to let this one go deep. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. A big play here for Dallas. 46 yards. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there. Not an ideal spot to be on first down, but I love that the play caller did not immediately abandon the running game and say, okay, we've got to throw it in order to pick it up. Stayed with the run, was rewarded with a big-time pickup. Now they're in second and manageable.
And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives them a new set of downs. So it'll be first down here after the run.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did. Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And he comes back with one complete. That one good for 10 yards. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. And passing yardage-wise, now up over 350 in this game. Pretty nice performance.
Definitely that, which usually means you're putting a lot of pressure on guys trying to cover. If you're a defensive back and they put over 350 yards on you, you've had a long day. The key to everything, if you're doing it without throwing interceptions or turning the ball over.
Just a gain of a couple, but good enough to keep the drive rolling.
I don't know about you, but I like this call. 3rd and inches, and instead of worrying about getting it back to a running back and maybe there's some penetration from the defensive front, just go ahead and take it, move forward, and pick up the first down.
And as we say often, it shows confidence in your offensive line. The give is to Elliott, and he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there, it'll be second down.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop.
And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Des Bryant with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Cowboys draw a bit closer.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that in the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. They come out here in the eye. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. They'll lock it with a grab over the middle. Tyler Lockett past the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Tyler Lockett, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead.
Okay, the highlights are going to show the guy throwing it, the guy catching it, ended up in the end zone. But how about those big guys up front that allowed that to happen? He had a ton of time to throw the ball.
He did. There's 2 sides to that coin, though. The O-line was great. D-line not very good.
And as well as coverage, because now you're really stuck in a bad spot. That much time to throw the ball, someone usually comes free.
This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Bryant, the lone receiver, left.
Here we go.
They go play action here on 1st down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. It's a gain of 24 that time. And the Cowboys are going to get a 1st down.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there that sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. And they'll get him down here at about the 42. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
They've definitely established a rhythm on this drive, moving the ball quite well. And big man with football is an integral part of the whole thing.
Now Elliott, and he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
When you're putting together a formula for winning defense, it's exactly what we're seeing in this game. Controlling the line of scrimmage, attacking, and changing everything so that now they're playing in the offense's backfield. They're playing an excellent game.
Let's go! Brad 38! Brad 38! Hey, watch that. Check right 54. Ohio!
Here's Prescott. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Kevin Pierre-Louis in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. Out now comes the Cowboys punter. Remember, though, he did have one blocked earlier. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
Now Wilson on 1st down. It's complete to Lockett. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Now that was well defended. As a cornerback, what you're taught when you see a wide receiver screen, either you get underneath the play before the blocking forms, or you're going to have to fight your way through it by getting through some blocking. That was a really nice play there.
Off the play fake to Rawls. Wilson. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
Well, after watching him ring the bell that many times and put the ball in the end zone, throwing it, you had to figure they had to bring some type of pressure. They had to change things up on defense.
And able to get to him, put him on the ground, so maybe just something to throw him off a little bit.
Yeah, that had to feel a lot better for the defensive guys. They've been getting carved up in this one. To finally knock him on the ground and force an incompletion, that's got to be a sigh of relief. Surveying the field.
He finds his man, Baldwin. And he goes out of bounds across the 40-yard line.
I don't care how many times you tell the story, it never loses its luster for me. Doug Baldwin, undrafted out of Stanford, and plays like a #1 receiver should in the NFL. I don't care how you cover him. I don't care that his size isn't great. He's the one that typically comes up with the football.
Absolutely. His roots go all the way back to Gulf Breeze, Florida, where he's from, right on the water near Pensacola, and then, of course, to Stanford, and, boy, he's been good. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, I think we know by now that every run is not going to be broken and get all the way to the end zone. But these short ones still have their value. You can still set up your play action and throw the football. You control the clock because you have the ball and they don't. And often the physicality sets the tempo for the game.
And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. Jamarcus Lawrence in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. Second down, sack by the defense. What type of pressure will they bring here on 3rd? We'll see. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Seahawks with the possession. They also have the lead here as we get set for the 4th and final quarter.
I spy a couple of extra defensive backs on the field for Dallas.
Cowboys in the dime on 3rd. 3rd and long. It's Wilson. And this is going to be incomplete. Here's John Ryan now. He's been terrific so far. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. This is taken at the 15. 45 yards, that's what the punt goes for. 5 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. One man in the backfield, Elliott. Three receivers to the left, one to the right. Now Prescott. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. The former Longhorn back home, Earl Thomas. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line.
Partner's bad enough when you just can't hold on to the football. But when your quarterback's throwing it to the other team, that's 3 interceptions now, 4 turnovers for the game. You really have no chance to win the football game.
And they'll start this drive with very good field position. First down, this is Rawls. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down. So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs. On first down, Wilson. He hits Baldwin right side. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
They completed the screen on the perimeter, but boy, that was textbook defense. Exactly as you're taught to play against a wide receiver screen, and they snuffed it out for a loss of yardage.
The 10th carry for Thomas Rawls. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it's going to be third down and a ways to go here, 3rd and 14.
Yeah, let me pump out my chest a little bit, even though I'm not rooting for either team. That was a really nice defensive play. It's awfully fun to watch, even in an offensive game.
From the gun on third down, Wilson. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. So they settle for just the 3 there, but clearly anything helps when you're trying to salt one away here in the 4th.
Without a doubt, I think a touchdown would have been the final nail. But 3 does give them some breathing room and lets them build up a little cushion.
This is taken at the 3. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
Here we go.
They go back to the air here after the INT. Pass incomplete. He was trying to get it to Ezekiel Elliott, and now it's second down.
Come on, let's go. 190.
Here's Prescott. Drops it underneath to Elliott. And he's brought down. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place. Guys are making yardage after the catch to help you out that way. I mean, the whole team has picked it up. And don't forget, that means the offensive line has had to pass protect pretty well, too.
Yeah, everyone dialed in. So 2nd and 10 here.
Trip. Hey, watch 11. Let's go. Brand 38. Flex round. Flex round. Here we go. Brand 38. Brand 38. Right there.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's 3rd down.
Well, he did almost everything right. Excellent coverage, breaks on the football, just unable to haul it in and take it the other way. So he dropped an interception. The key for him now, don't dwell on it. Just move on to the next play.
They'll drop to throw. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Well, you can see what they wanted to do. They wanted to set up the screen there, but it got blown up.
It's hard to run that play if you're not getting a lot of pressure at the quarterback because the space doesn't open up. They were able to read that one and slow it down and stop it before they could get a 1st down.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Let's go. What?
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And that's caught by Beasley. And he's brought down after a good gain. 22 yards on the pickup there. And on 4th and long, somehow they're able to keep the drive going. Fresh set of downs here. Bryant, the lone receiver, left.
Here we go.
Now Prescott. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. It'll be a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. 1 receiver left, 3 to the right. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
On any passes in the middle of the field, anyone who's going after the football is going to be conscious that it's probably going to be contested and often physically. Sometimes that leads to drops.
An extra defensive back in the game now here for 3rd and 4. Again, he'll drop to throw. He completes it to Bryant. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Des Bryant with his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Cowboys have cut it to within a score. It's been quite the game for him individually. A trio of touchdown catches now.
So pick a route, any route. Whatever you want him to run, he's going to do it and do it well and end up in the end zone. This has really been fun to watch.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. They set up the screen to Rawls. They showed a little athletic juke, but then the daylight quickly closed. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll make it 2nd down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
Wilson going to give to Rawls. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on 2nd down. They run with a power back. Rawls. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
And, partner, when you run the ball on 3rd and 2, you're telling the whole world you've got nothing but confidence in your offensive line and your runner, and you expect to get it. But they were stuffed on that play. Only got 1 yard. Great job by the defensive front, the linebackers. Everyone got involved to force a 4th down.
His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. And we'll see what he can do on the return. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. So this offense really needs to make something happen here late in the 4th with the football.
Here we go.
Here's Prescott. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Call it a pickup of 7, and it'll be a 2nd down. And it looks like this will be the last play before the 2-minute warning. 1 man on the backfield, Elliott. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Cowboys. Dez Bryant with a career-high 4-touchdown game. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And it is good. So they take the lead, and now the pressure falls on their defense to try and hold on. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs.
Well, it's obvious to me that the big guy is beyond locked in. We saw last week a scintillating performance. We're seeing it again. I think he and his coordinator are in lockstep right now.
Sometimes a tip of the cap to the guys calling the plays here, yeah?
Not just calling the plays, setting the game plan, sitting with him during the week, watching tape as they formulate it. You know, the best ones, they listen to their guy and say, okay, what do you like this week? You like this play? You don't like that play? And that helps them formulate what they're going to do.
2nd down here after the incomplete pass. Back to throw. He's got time. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. So a ways to go here on 3rd and 10. He's back to throw. And he can't get a throw point in the game. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. Back to throw. They'll lock it with a grab over the middle. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and it would appear the Cowboys are going to win this football game. So now let's reset here, Charles. They do have 2 timeouts left, so they can stop the clock twice. This one's not quite over yet.
No, and what you're doing on defense, you're going to use both timeouts, obviously. But you've got to call defenses are going to force the issue early, meaning you want that play over.
And now the Seahawks are going to call another timeout. That'll be their second, so one more chance to stop the clock here, and we'll be back. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. They'll run again here with Dunbar. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Now hang on here. Timeout called by the defense. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down.
Come on, let's go.
Victory all but assured now as they take a knee here, and they're going to escape with a 1-point victory. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he's on here to punt it away. And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off.
Delay of game, offense.
Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he'll come on to kick this one away. It's away, and it's a high kick here, but not high enough to hit the scoreboard here in Dallas. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And possession will change here with very little time remaining in this contest. They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. He'll look to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. 6 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Last week, as you get a look at some of the numbers, he just wasn't in the mix, almost like he was out of the game plan. We couldn't figure out why, but here, he's fully in the game plan.
I like what you just brought up, because when we asked the coaches about that, it was a little sheepish in there, wasn't it? That's when they admitted, yeah, we kind of neglected him last week. We've got to find ways to get him the football, scheme to get him open, because they know he's a big-time weapon, so they're going to have people out there to cover him. But sometimes you just have to do some things, show some different formations, get him isolated where he can be one-on-one. And in this game, they're getting that done.
One last shot for Wilson. He's going to let it fly. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over.